The Terrapins will kick off first, and here we go. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Hardy. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Hold and fire complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Lets it fly. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
And now they'll have to dial something up on 3rd down after the incompletion. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. That incompletion leaves him staring at a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
All the way back to the 15. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's Hardy to begin the drive.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the middle. That's reeled in. It's Lee. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Going for it all. Touchdown, Missouri! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeps it on first down. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. Got the back over the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense. But through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage. And right now, it's all through the air.
On target over the middle. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
He might want another play.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Williams. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off the RPO, fire to right, trying to convert. Breaks a tackle, and he might go.
Make a tackle,
He's
21.
stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Washington. Quarterback extends the play. Blasted as he lets it go. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Final play of the quarter coming. The play action fake. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! Put 6 on the board.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point is good.
God damn.
Looking for blockers. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Simmons. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Hold on to the ball.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, give to Hardy. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, and how about the 3rd down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the 3rd down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Simmons to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give to Hardy. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Got his man. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
The Tigers will try to convert on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. 4th down, Simmons. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Throwing Simmons. That's caught. It's Lee. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory.
Thank you.
Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Austin Simmons firing again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds his man. It's Hardy. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And the Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hardy. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Simmons lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give is to Williams. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. Trying to make something happen. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll give it to Hardy. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
On the run from inside his own 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's Washington. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab on the right side. Running free. Touchdown, Terrapins.
What the hell?
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Oh, boy.
So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's a give to Hardy. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's Simmons to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to take off. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Throwing Simmons. Under fire. And down he goes. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes with a Grady victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Oh, he wants it all. Makes a deep grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Running inside, it's Smith, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Quarterback making checks. He'll take it himself. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give them a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a 3-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Got a little grass. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
Come on.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
It give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. They had a little bit of a cup of Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement out front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The corners are walked up tight. The give to the tailback. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him in the flat. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. The run inside. It's Roberts.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback keep. And a really really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He must have anticipated that hit.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Going for the big play. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
What the hell?
They'll give it to Hardy. Finding some room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
Hardy again. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. Snags it, and he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Oh, my goodness.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Durham. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He'll pull it on the read. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
And he's in! Touchdown, Maryland! The Terps respond.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Final few minutes in this game. 2 teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling. One more time, it's Hardy. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
So this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. They get to him as he throws. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. From the gun, give to Hardy. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun on third down, Simmons. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Scanning the field, it's Washington. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab down the left side. Finds some room.
Whatever.
The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Terrapins.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for space, it's Roberts. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Here's Simmons to throw. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Third and 6 yards to go. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Makes the pass. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Throwing Simmons. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burner's at. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Unloads to the right. A spectacular one-hand grab. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The line of scrimmage at the 35. That's going to leave the holder at the 42 and a 52-yard attempt for the game. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up.